Club football is finally back, and fans are super excited to see what the new season holds for their favorite clubs. Everyone is hoping to see their team achieve a lot of success this season, but if you're a Liverpool fan, I'm sorry to break it to you, that success will not be coming in the Premier League this season. Now, before you call for my head, guys, make sure to watch this video till the end, and you'll see exactly why I say Liverpool will not win this Premier League. First of all, it's not even because of a lack of quality. After all, the current squad is not much different from the one that won the Premier League in 2020, and the one that was so excruciatingly close to a historic quadruple in 2022. We'll still be seeing Salah, Alisson, Van Dijk, Trent, and Robertson in the red of Liverpool. But there's a very important change that happened this summer which could affect a lot of things. Jurgen Klopp left. After 8 full seasons at the club, the German called it quits at Anfield, and whether we want to admit it or not, that signaled the end of an era at Liverpool. You see, before Klopp moved to England, Liverpool had never won the Premier League and had not won the Champions League in over a decade at the time. Heck, they weren't even regulars in the Champions League anymore. But he came through, built a formidable team, and brought tremendous success to the club. He led Liverpool to 3 Champions League finals in 5 years, winning it in 2019. That was the club's first Champions League trophy in 14 years. He also helped the club win its first ever Premier League title, missing out on a further 2 by just 1 point each time. With him now gone, it seems almost inevitable that Liverpool will have to go through a period of lows. It's just the nature of the game. After a hugely successful coach leaves, the club usually suffers for a while. We saw it with Man United after Ferguson left, Arsenal after Wenger left, and even Real Madrid briefly after Zidane left. So this is not even a case of whether Arne Slot is a good coach. The team might need some time to adjust to a new era, and that would make it almost impossible for them to win the Premier League just this season after Klopp's farewell. And bear in mind that Pep Guardiola is still in this league. To beat Pep to a league title, you have to be perfect. Throughout his entire career, this man has only ever lost a title race to Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, and Jurgen Klopp, outright legends of the game. He has made the Premier League his own, becoming the first manager to win the title 4 times in a row, and also is the first manager to finish a Premier League season with 100 points. So beating him is no easy feat at all, and no one is more aware of that than Liverpool fans themselves. Klopp's Liverpool finished with 97 points in 2019 and 92 in 2022, but they still didn't win the league. Even Arsenal can attest to Pep's brutality, finishing with 84 and 89 points in back-to-back seasons, but still missing out on the title. When you consider all of this, you see how unlikely it is that Slot will win the Premier League on his first attempt. What makes it even more unlikely is the fact that Liverpool have strangely refused to do significant business this summer. They have still not signed any player this summer, but have already said goodbye to Fabio Carvalho, Adrian, Calvin Ramsey, Thiago Alcantara, and Joel Matip. When you have a team which finished 3rd on the Premier League table and got embarrassed by Atalanta in the quarterfinal of the Europa League, it only makes sense that you try to bolster that squad by making impactful signings. But Liverpool has failed to do that so far, so it's hard to be confident that this season will be much better than the last. And don't forget that this is a team with an attack led by Darwin Núñez. The Uruguayan misses way too many chances and doesn't score enough for you to be able to ignore that. In fact, many Liverpool fans will tell you that he was the reason they got knocked out of the Europa League when they did, and why they were knocked off the title race pretty early. But it seems like Liverpool are trusting him to lead the attack again this season, which means that we should all be ready to see a series of missed big chances from the Liverpool number 9. And if you have a striker who can't convert chances, how could you win the Premier League, especially as a coach with no league experience? Yes, they also have Diogo Jota, who is pretty clinical and can play down the middle, but can Liverpool really bet on the Portuguese forward staying fit the whole season? All of this brings us back to square one, an over-reliance on Mo Salah for goals. Sure, he is one of the best attackers in the world and can carry any team on his best day, but he is in his 30s now, and that might just be too much pressure for him. And speaking of Salah, there have been rumors surrounding his future at the club for quite some time now. So will we be seeing a man who has one leg out of the club, or will we be seeing 2017 to 18 Salah? We can't tell. And he's not even the only one at Liverpool whose future is up in the air. Trent and Van Dijk are also rumored to be in their last days as Liverpool players. So what versions of these guys will we be getting this season? We don't know. Basically, we won't be seeing Liverpool win the Premier League at the end of the 2024-25 season. But it's not all bad news, you know. New tactics and ideas take time to implement. So we may have to give Slot some time to implement his new ideas and build his own team. Maybe then we can see Liverpool return to the top of English football where they belong. So maybe Reds all over the world should just take the 2024-25 season as a building phase. A top 4 finish, going far in the Champions League, and maybe a domestic trophy should be seen as a success, because it'll be exactly that. After all, Pep Guardiola went trophyless in his first season in the Premier League, but went on to absolutely dominate the league in the following years. Arteta finished in 8th place on the Premier League table in his first couple seasons as coach of the Gunners. But look at him now. He has dug Arsenal out of the rut they were in for so many years, and they are now competing for the league year in, year out. Do you think this could be Arne Slot in a few years? Will Slot be a slow burner? Or are you of the opinion that he will hit the ground running as Liverpool's coach? Share your thoughts with me in the comments.